Thanks for checking out another clip of the Cashflow Contractor. We'd love to have you as a part of our audience. Click subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.
Spend
Sure.
100% of my time on that.
So, and that comes to the third thing in the hot system, which is the 80-20 matrix of profitability. And so you have this, a lot of people talk about the 80-20 all the time. Not a lot of people actually know how to implement it. And so what we do is you take all of your customers and you list them along the top, and you take all of your products and you list them along the side. And you list them based on total revenue. So your highest revenue customer is on the left on the top, and your highest revenue product is on the rows on the top. And so that one bucket there is how much of that product you sold to that customer. And then you do that for all your customers and all your products right down to the lowest. And this is a monster spreadsheet. People are like, well, that's impossible. No, nothing's impossible.
This is a
like,
big one, okay.
You put it on the spreadsheet, you got it on 6 walls. You know what I mean? Like, it's big. It's supposed to be big. But what you do then, once you've got the revenue and the product revenue and the customer revenue lined out, you draw a line at the 80%. So let's say you have 100 customers. Chances are 20 of your customers is going to make up 80% of your revenue. About. Okay, your top 20 customers is going to make up 80% of your revenue. It's usually actually less than that, so less than 20%. But so you draw a line at the 20, whatever that is, that gets you to your 80%. If it's 2 customers, great. If it's 200 customers, great. You draw a line down here. Then you do the same thing for products. So you take a look at all your products, and I'm talking individual SKUs. This isn't like refrigerators and dishwashers. This is like individual SKUs. And then you draw a line at the 20% there. And what ends up happening is this quadrant, right? And so you've got this top quad, which is your A customer and your A product. Okay, your top 20% of customers, because it's, or whatever, it gets you to your 80% of your revenue, and your top 20% of products that get you to the 80% of the revenue. What's going to happen is you'll then do math, and you'll be like, what's my profit margin? What's my revenue? What's my this? What's my that? How many customers are in this bucket? Okay, that's your kind of sacred bucket. That's the guys that you want to bear hug. The ones right below that are your less important customers that are still buying A products. What you're going to find is that you're giving them better pricing than your A customers. It happens almost every time. And it's so stupid, right? You're giving customers who are smaller, not as important, and that are driving more complexity, you're giving them better prices than you're giving your best customers. And it's because you get desperate and you cut deals and this and that, but it happens almost every time. That's your B bucket. And so I'll get back to these A, B, C, D. Go ahead, Martin.
Well, I'm having a little trouble visualizing the matrix. You have 2 matrices. One is customer and revenue, and the other is a separate one, and it's product and revenue.
So customer along the top by revenue. So highest to lowest.
Right.
And then product, highest to lowest. Yep.
Okay.
And then you got these.
Okay. So you're after their
That's
ranking
right.
is what
every
you're
cell
after.
in the matrix.
Correct. Your ranking.
Every cell in the
Ranking
matrix
and the
is
2
this
highest.
product and this customer, and then you see it.
Got it.
And then
Perfect. So every customer is only on there
correct.
once,
Yep, that's right.
and every SKU is only
That's
on
right.
there once.
And you really
Bingo.
do
Okay.
revenue and margin, but we don't need to complicate it for right now. Let's just talk about revenue, but you really do them both. Then your C group is your B customers and your A products. So these are products that you're going to keep anyway because they're your A products, but they're B customers.
You're gonna start charging more.
Exactly. Sorry.
To
Yeah,
the B
sorry.
customer.
Sorry. Yeah, the B group was A customer, B product. So these would be smaller products that are going to your big customer, and then these are B customers and A products. And so the idea is you're going to still want those. I'll get back to A, B, C, D in a minute. And then you've got this D bucket, which is your B customers and your B products. And you're going to find out that this bucket is enormous. There's so many people and so many products in this bucket. And it's going to make up like 4% of your sales. And so this is where the 80-20 comes in, right? How much time and energy. I look at that bucket all the time and I go, you know what? I am hearing about customer A, B, and C, which are my major customers. Never. You're never coming to me with a problem on those customers. They're so easy to deal with. We know what we're doing. We've got systems in place. We never have to do anything. Every time you come to me with an escalation that I have to focus on and spend my time on and talk to legal and talk to this and that, it's always in this D group B customer, B product. Why are we spending our time on this? So the idea is you just stop. So what we're going to do now is we're going to have rules for each of these A, B, C, D. And in the D group, you just stop. You either outsource it, you raise prices by 40%, you put lead time out, way out, like make it worth your time. So you need to get paid for the complexity of the D group. So like I walked in and they were like, hey, and we did the 80-20 and I'm like, okay, increase prices by 40%. And everyone freaks out like, oh, we can't increase prices by 40%. Like, what if we lose the entire group? Okay, well, the entire group makes up 3% of your sales. So that's exactly how much you would lose if everybody stopped buying, which they won't. And if half of them pay 40% more, then you only lost like 1%. You know what I mean? And so half of them leave.
And you're more profitable.
And you have more time because half of them left. So now half of them left.
Reduce your
you got more time.
Yeah.
Half of them paid 40% more. You're making more money, and you invest that time back in the 80. And so you do that on products too. So you look at your products and you say, man, this product, is a dog. But big customers want it. So this is down here, this product is a dog, but big customers want it. So what do? We outsource it. We simplify it. We move them from this product to this product, which has one extra thing or one less thing, and we make it worth their while, right? So you start killing these products by moving them, which is way easier than people think. So if I go to, let's say shopping cart, I'll just give an example. So there was an extra row, like an extra tine, you know what I mean? And so it costs more, like 80 cents more. Right, but it had an extra like weld right across, and so I'm like, why don't we just give them the better cart at 80 cents more, and then we can stop building this thing that we build every 18 to 28 days, and start building the one we build every day. Like you have changeovers, you have complexity, you have bonds, engineering. Like get rid of all that, kill that SKU. And give people the one that costs 80 cents more for free. Who cares? We don't need to charge them for the extra thing they don't need. You know what I mean? And so then all of a sudden we never have to do the changeover again. We never have to change stuff when engineering changes across all of the SKUs. We don't have to do that SKU anymore. We don't have to count the inventory. We don't have to. It just goes on and all the stuff that is attached to these low volume SKUs. So that's what you do in that group. In the customer group, on A products, if they're B customers, you're basically doing one of two things. You're trying to move them to an A customer. So there is that thing where, you've got some guy and you think they're going to be really big someday and this and that. You want to invest in them. Great. Move them to the A customer. Get them to buy more. You can do that through volume rebates. You can do that through exclusivity. Those are the kinds of things you're going after there. Or they're not. And that's okay. You're going to have B customers that are just flat out going to be B customers forever, right? And they're going to be more complex. They're going to have smaller order counts. They're going to use just as much of your resources, but they're going to buy less. So what do? You raise prices, period. They cost you more, therefore they will pay more, and so the idea is that at the end of this, once you've done all this stuff, the A customer should be your lowest margin group and your highest volume because they deserve the best price and they will pay you back with this massive volume. And the B customers will have a higher margin on your A products, so that's okay, and your B products will be minimized as much as possible so you can spend all of your time on the 20% vital few that's driving your 80% of results. And then the D group is super profitable now. You've raised prices so much you don't care. The complexity is now worth it, or you've gotten rid of it, or you've gotten rid of the customers. And it sounds hard. It is so easy. And the book kind of shows like the hardest part is doing the analysis and arguing over all the stuff. And once you implement it, you just make money, and you make money so fast. And that's part of the beauty.
I love what you said. When you've done the numbers and you see that that's 3% of your business, you can make the decision. If you don't have that information, you're kind of
super easy.
They buy stuff.
That's exactly right.
Want
People are like, well,
customers.
what about, that one year they bought $18,000. Okay. We lost $18,000. It's a $50 million company.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that happens once every 5
Yeah,
years.
exactly.
Yeah, but we have more time, effort, and
what happens
salesmanship that we
when
can
somebody
go out
buys
and-
something every 5 years? All of a sudden, the engineers have to update the BOM, so we have to go and get new sourcing contracts because we don't buy that part anymore, and this and that. And all of a sudden, it's all this stuff that just went into selling that thing. And guess what? We sell them 2. Minimum purchase is 10. So now you got 5 years worth of inventory, 10 years worth of inventory. Like, no, we're not doing any of that stuff anymore. Okay, so D products get what we call red rules. So you get red rules that you put in place, and this is what you do every time. And so, for example, in that situation, the D product is a minimum buy of 10. They only need 2. They can do 1 of 2 things.
Yeah.
They can buy 10 and put them on the shelf, or they can buy 2 for the price of 10. Those are the only 2 options. Sorry, like, we're not buying 10 so that you can buy 2 and we can hold on to 8 for the rest of our lives. Like, that's not happening,
Thanks for checking out a clip from the Cashflow Contractor. We have full episodes where we go deep on topics that help you grow a construction business that runs without you so you can have less stress, more time, more money. Now, we've got other videos, other clips, but if you want to check out the full episode for this clip, you can click wherever our editor put it. It might be here, it might be there. Might be over my face, I don't know. But thank you for checking us out. We'd love to have you as a part of our audience. So subscribe or check out a full episode wherever you get podcasts.